What is going on, everybody? Back here again, live from Magic City. Oh man, what was that airdrop, man? We gonna talk about that.
Man.
Uh, this episode, just my overall thoughts. I got it, I understood it, but this one was kind of low on the totem pole for me. What was you feeling about this episode?
I got it. I see where they were trying to go with it. It was entertaining, but if we rank in the episodes, it'll probably be one of the lower ranked episodes.
Yeah.
Definitely. If you're going Tales from Atlanta episodes, that's the episodes without the crew and Earn. It definitely was the last one. It probably be the weakest episode of the season.
Now, if y'all would have put White Ernest at the funeral, I would have ranked it higher. What was White Ernest then? Could have brought him back for the dead, man. But anyway, so before we get into this thing, let's go ahead and do promotions at the front end of this thing. So, Tournament of Gangsters, make sure y'all tune into that 8:05 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Unfortunately, I will not be there as I'll be on a flight to Minnesota during the recording, but my guy Brillo, he gonna be big pimping. It's gonna be ladies' night. Tell him about it, man.
Yeah, we're going to have all the ladies in the building. We're going to have Pretty Girl Trap Content, Nita the Diva, Moochella, Miss K. And if a couple more ladies want to come up and chop it up with your boy Brillo for round 2, we got some incredible matchups. Of course, we got games and fun. So just 8:05 tomorrow on Brillo the Big Review. Tap in.
All right. As for myself, if y'all did not catch Uncut Ish Talk on the Low Key Cave, I give a little prelude. Your boy's about to make a confession out here. I did some things. I was a part of a toxic situation. I'm gonna finish the story, but I do give a little teaser if y'all haven't been on my guy channel, Low Key Cave. I give a little prelude. Uncut Ish Talk, episode 47. So I'm gonna go live. We're shooting for 10 o'clock tonight, Central Time. So make sure y'all come join your boy. Also, let me see. Power Book 4 Awards is going to be uploaded Monday, 9:30 Central. I'm gonna do that. So they'll finally be posted, and that's what I got running up. But let's go ahead and get into things, shall we? So, all right. So, episode 7, as y'all can see where I got my name from. I'm JH to the bone today. So this was titled Trinity to the Bone. All right. But we start off this episode with another character. His name is Miles, and I found it odd that he was running to this rap music. At first, I thought it was just a score, but then they showed him running in the house. He was taking his earbuds off, and the music was playing from the earbuds.
That actually was a Detroit artist, Sada Baby. I was excited to hear him play that. That's a low-key Detroit artist, one of the Detroit GOATs. Shout out to Sada Baby from the east side of Detroit. That was one of his tracks. So I got hyped when they turned the episode on, and I heard that.
Yeah, because I was trying to see the was there a meaning to that? I don't know what was going on with that, but I just found that kind of weird. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the family where this is focused around. We got Miles, of course, his wife Browen, something like that, and the son Bastion, who is fully immersed in the Trinidad culture. You got Sylvia, who we don't see in person, but she died in this episode. She took care of Sebastian, and one of the permanent parts in his episode where, they was trying to feed him eggs Benedict. He said, put some spicy curry on that bit. That was funny as hell.
He won't touch his eggs Benedict. That boy pointed to the spicy curry, got the scoop. My man tried it like, oh, this is so spicy. My man Bash banging that jump.
Man. But yeah, other than just being biologically attached to Sebastian, I'm like, they didn't have much of a relationship. You had the picture day where they didn't show up, and then you got later in the episode where he's constantly getting this package at his door from an unknown sender. So I'll talk about that more so at the end of the episode. But his parents were not really in his life like that, so he got most of his care from Sylvia. Another
Right.
thing I noticed was on that FaceTime call when old girl was in the car. I just happened. This is just something small, but she just had old dude's name. It wasn't like normal. Like if you were in a relationship, it's hubby, bae, husband, something like that. She just had old boy name. So I don't know
Yeah,
how
I ain't
close
even
they
peeped
were.
that, but that is a little odd. Like, no pet name, just John Smith
Right.
name. Bro.
What was it, Miles Warner or something like
Right.
that? So I was like, damn. Then she was watching like some makeup tutorial, something like that. I feel like that was some type of meaning, but I'm not sure. Um, but other than that, I'm gonna go and just go into the meat of this episode, the funeral for Sylvia. They pull up, and the first person they meet is Khadijah, and she's one of the daughters from Sylvia. And it was almost like her and Sebastian was like brother and sister because he was finishing her sayings, he knew all the mother's sayings and stuff like that. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the
he,
first time we saw like how truly immersed he was in the
yeah,
culture. She was really raising him as a young Trinidad boy, like you said. That could have been her little brother. He didn't
right.
feel out of place at all. He actually livened up. You felt at home.
Represent your hood. But yeah, and then he was in church, and I'm like, he was participating heavily. He was like, "Amen, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that was crazy.
yeah." That was weird as hell, but it was funny though. Then
Yes,
yeah,
amen.
yeah.
His little voice, amen.
Ah,
Yes.
man. But then we get introduced to some characters I thought that were kind of funny. But first we get Devon, the little league coach, spiritual therapist, and installs televisions from time to time. So he was offering his services to the rich folk. So I thought, was it him that sent that? Let's go ahead and get to the airdrop, man. Where's this picture?
That
What
was,
is this? Hold on.
I think
It looked like
look,
some swollen ass.
I know, bro. Like, I paused it too. I don't know what in the world that is, man.
But before that, the message read airdrop from Coach Lickman. So I don't know if that was Devin sending that. I'm not sure. But that's the only link I have. But yeah, that was definitely weird, man. Um,
Very weird.
then after that, we had another character. Once again, a white character trying to portray as black, so to say. Curtis, and he has the accent, but I found it funny when that fight broke out. He was yelling "World Star." I rewinded it back. I was like, did he lose his accent all of a sudden? Because I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I definitely didn't either. It was crazy to see that, Sylvia took care of him when he was a baby and
Yeah,
he went full blown Trinidad. Like,
yeah. I think that's what
basically his
happened.
mom.
Yeah, so everything changed as far as his outside appearance, even his voice. He just probably picked up the vernacular hanging around her so long. That's what I think would happen as far as Curtis. Um, let's see. Other than that, then we go to Sylvia's actual children. So we met Khadijah, and then she has the son. But the one who was kind of
Yeah,
off was yeah, was it
this was
Princess?
yeah.
Yeah,
Listen, this was the thinking moment of the episode.
right,
Where she kind of went off like, where were you? Where were you? Which brings the question, Sylvia taking care of all these white kids,
right.
and she can't take care of her own kids in the way that they need her. She just you know, providing for them financially, which happens a lot. And also on the other end of the spectrum, the white parents, they're not taking care of their kids
Yeah,
just because of kind of the same reason, trying to provide just on a bigger level.
yeah,
So that was the thinking moment. Nobody's kids is getting taken care of, you know, by them, and
right.
everybody's uh, not benefiting because of that. So
So,
that
yep.
was the
So,
message.
right. Question of the day: should she have been there for her children? But
Uh,
anyway,
that's a
yeah,
tough one. I definitely think she should have been there maybe more.
Right.
Although I know it's a tough choice, you got to pay the bills, but as you can see, yeah, you got to pay the bills, but maybe she should have incorporated them a little more. I'm sure she did the best she could, just like all the other single parents or people that's in the struggle. But you just got to, make sure your kids know that you love them and and you there for them.
Right. So, but that pretty much wraps up my whole thing as far as Princess, because she got tired of everybody speaking so highly of her. She said like, this woman has never been there for us. Where was she at when her brother was getting knocked upside the head uptown,
Right.
all that, and
She
then
was at work. Let's talk about, bro. I know we close to the end of the episode, but let's talk about the eerie feeling of the episode. To me, it had like a comedic feel,
yeah,
and then it had kind of a Get Out type eerie feel with the little Sebastian was kind of creeping me out a little bit in the church. I don't know if it was just me. What you think about that?
yeah, that too. Shoot, that man
And
look like he could stab his parents to death at any moment, man.
right, and I'll let you touch on the mail that my man kept getting at the end of
Okay.
the episode.
All right, before I get to that, I gotta get to when a funeral started getting out of control, man. And then you had some random black kid. Ah! That shit was funny as hell. But
This is how we sad. This
yeah,
is
yeah.
how we sad.
Do you think that was a true statement?
I do. I haven't not been to a funeral where people just went crazy like that.
Right. Not like that.
I haven't been. I know that was a little over the top, but I've heard of people jumping in the casket and making a show of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's some truth to it. I haven't been to a funeral, where people do, regular tears and things like that. Nothing too crazy, but I definitely heard about it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, definitely the fight during the funeral is probably the best part to me. But let's go ahead and get towards the end of the episode here.
This was the creepiest part of the
Yeah,
episode for me.
that eerie feeling, like dude was at a little bash, when he was in the bed, and it said Sylvia's sitting right there, like, but you don't see her like sitting on the chair or whatever. So I'm like, dang, was she there or not?
Right. Then
And
that doorbell rang and them Facebook, it was pictures of Sylvia on picture day looking clean. Sylvia was looking clean, and all the pictures had different facial expressions.
right.
So she was looking at them, and it just was real eerie, like she was saying something like, "This my son," like this not your son. Like her facial expression, she did a real good job with the nonverbals. Man, creeped me out.
I really think they took some elements from Tales from the Hood on this. If y'all remember the little story about the slavery dolls, and then you had that big portrait of I guess the grandma or whatever, and she had all the dolls sitting around her, and then at the end of the end of the little story or whatever, the dude's trying to tear up the painting, and then I think like at the end, it's just kind of like had this smirk on her face, like the painting changed or something like that. So that's what it's definitely reminded me of.
Very eerie, and Bad sitting there looking devious, looking like what's the movie with the kid that was I was talking about.
Might be talking about Omen.
Yeah, looking like the Omen kid.
Like
He's looking dangerous, looking like Damien on that thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
like yeah, I got him. Oh, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode right here. Not my highest,
quick.
but yeah.
You think they made the right decision by taking Bash to the funeral?
I don't know if
I don't know. That's a tough question because I see that the reason for doing it. Because he did love her, but I don't know if I wouldn't have took my kid. I would have just sent the check. I'd have probably paid for it or something. It looked like they had a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
So I'd have sent them some flowers and stuff. But nah.
Yeah, that's it. They definitely ain't getting him back after that. But yeah, that was episode 7. I think we getting towards the end. I think it's 10 episodes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
But
I want now. I want to see the crew. At first, I'm like, I don't want to see. I need to know what's going on with Van. Like, what is up with her? I hope they.
Van is trash.
She's definitely trash, man. She going. I don't know. They got to tell us what's going on with her. I can't wait to see the silliness they give us next episode because the way it's looking, they give us the tales from Atlanta, then Atlanta. Then they might give us. They might do vice versa. So
yeah, they might do 2 and 2 because they did a back-to-back as far as the crew.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they might do a back-to-back, with tails. So we'll see. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Make sure to drop y'all thoughts down below. Definitely on that question of the day was old girl wrong? Did she do her kids dirty? Should she have been there for her kids? But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. DJ's review. Brillo the Big Review. Make sure to subscribe to both channels if you haven't already. Catch those videos that's coming up. Tournament of Gangsters, 8:05 on Sunday. Not Sunday, but Monday on Brillo's channel. And make sure y'all tune in tonight, man.
10 o'clock.
I'm confessing. 10 p.m. Central. I'm confessing, man.
I'm definitely gonna be in the comments clowning you.
So that'll be the Catch Up Podcast episode 22. I will also, since it's Toxic Sunday, I'm gonna be talking about my guy Future. I'm gonna be reviewing his album as well. So
no, I might have to come on a little segment on that one, man. I like the album.
Put a diamond in the butt. What?
That's my track. That's the most toxic track in the history. I mean, man. I can boss a bitch up for nuts. Wow.
Yep. But all right. But that's gonna do it for us for now. We'll see y'all guys later. Peace.